about major plot points.
Yeah.
But I also think it's a movie that not a whole lot of people have seen. So I don't want to say a whole lot about it in hopes that they would go and watch it. I think it's on Hulu right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, jumping off that, if you're listening to this and you haven't seen The Lodge yet, check it out on Hulu.
Yes. Yeah, so I won't spoil it. But it's really good, and it's that real slow burn until you get to, the finale. And then you kind of see, like, what was really going on. Yeah,
it's super bonkers to be. You just like,
and it's pretty dark too. It's got like a real dark streak through it. But that was the final movie I saw in the theater. I saw a handful of others before that, but definitely that was the one movie that really stood out to me in the 2 months or so before things got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any more to say about it, please do. If not, I'm going to jump into another movie.
No more on The Lodge. I really enjoyed the score, and it's got a 74 on Rotten, for if that means anything to anybody out there.
Was that A24? Was that them?
It was Neon, I think.
Neon. Okay, Neon's another pretty solid small production company.
Yeah.
Well, technically this was a 2019 movie,
mm-hmm.
but coming out at the end of the year for Academy Award consideration, so we didn't get a chance to see it till January. But that was 1917, which was probably the other movie that I saw that I really, really liked at the beginning of the year.
That's right. It did come. Yeah, we just saw it late.
Yeah, usually when they release movies like that for Academy Awards, it's like in Los Angeles and possibly New York, and it's going to play there until mid-January before it opens wide,
mm-hmm.
which is what 1917 did, and that's another just excellent film that there's a lot of real tense moments throughout it because it was all shot to look like it's a continuous take.
Mm-hmm.
It basically takes place in real time with the exception of the cut in the middle. There's a time cut in the middle of the movie. And for the most part, those two sections before and after that time cut are shot to look like one shot, one take, and, take place in real time. So there's a lot of really great tension-building set pieces throughout. There's, the beginning where they're going through the trenches. There's the scene where they go into the German tunnel system.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great, unexpected moment. Towards the end, when he's in the bombed-out city, it's on fire, and there's this beautiful, beautiful shot of the main character, and it's just everything is on fire, and someone's approaching him, and you don't know if it's an enemy soldier or not. And then as the person gets closer, he raises the rifle and shoots at him. And then there's a really good kind of cat and mouse chase through this bombed out city.
You're talking about with the crazy colors, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's at night, so there's some flares, so there's a lot of flashing light, and then the city that he's in is on fire. So a lot of that stuff is got that orange glow, and there's a lot of silhouette. So it's he and this other soldier are tasked with delivering a message to someone further down the line to stop this attack that they're going to launch, because the Germans are anticipating the attack, and if they go through with it, I think they say 1,600 men are going to die if they go through with this planned attack. So these two soldiers are supposed to deliver this message and hopefully save the lives of those people, and it's a pretty harrowing adventure that they go on. I think that's playing on Showtime currently, so if anyone hasn't seen that, they can probably catch it on Showtime or on demand somehow.
Yeah.
But that was something that stood out to me, and I saw that a couple times in the theaters because it's really good. The cinematography is Roger Deakins, who's a favorite of cinematographers. He shot he shot a handful of Denis Villeneuve's movies, shot a handful of the Coen Brothers movies. I think he won an Academy Award back in February or March
for this,
for
right?
For his work on 1917. He's worked with Sam Mendes a handful of times too, because I know that he did both Skyfall and Spectre. I'm not sure if he did Jarhead, but I know that he's worked with Sam Mendes a number of times as he did on 1917. He's one of those guys that was always nominated and didn't win anything forever. Until I think Blade Runner 2049 was the first time he ever won something, but he had been nominated some crazy amount of times before that for his cinematography and just had never won. So his work on this film, not only the look of it, but also the making everything seem like one continuous shot, is incredible, as is the score. The score is great. I was listening to that last week.
Yeah, that's, even though, like you were saying, it's technically capped off 2019, since it didn't open for us until the fall. Was it January?
Yeah. Like it could have easily been on the year-end show last year, but because it wasn't out in San Diego yet, we hadn't seen it.
Yeah, 1917 rules, man. That's it's a good movie. I haven't picked it up yet, but it's one I want to buy. But if anyone hasn't seen it, I believe it's running on Showtime right now. What else did you see in the theater? If you saw anything in the theater beyond that. Yeah, I think I saw Invisible Man before it was unsafe to go to the theaters, and man, I love that movie. I wasn't sure what to expect or if it was going to work out as far as like a modern telling of that character. Mm-hmm. But for what my opinion's worth, I thought Lee Winnell's vision was great. You know what I mean? Some people might say that the story kind of you can see what's going to happen, but watching it play out is done, like the aesthetic and everything. It's masterful in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the theater, but it's been playing on HBO, and I just watched this the other night so that we would have something to talk about. And I really enjoyed it. I thought that it's pretty good at building suspense.
Yes.
It's pretty good at having some longer takes in it, where the camera kind of moves around the room, and even though you can't see anything, and as does Elizabeth Moss's character, knows that something is not right, something is here. Mm-hmm. And it does that a lot. The only other movie I can say I've seen from Lee Winnell as a director has been Upgrade, which is very good, but I was very impressed with his work on The Invisible Man. And Elizabeth Moss is great in it too, as someone who, like I had mentioned earlier with Denzel Washington in The Manchurian Candidate, someone who knows something is wrong but can't really prove it, and is almost coming off as crazy to everyone else. Yeah. But she knows that, her abusive husband who was supposed to have been dead, is still alive. He just found a way to make himself invisible. And another thing that's fantastic in the movie are the effects.
Yeah, for being Blumhouse and probably not having a big budget, it works so well.
That was
even the suit when you finally get to to see like the way the suit, I think it's fiber optics, and how that's kind of presented to us. It's just, man, it's so sleek and badass. I feel like this movie feels, although it is very much like a play on past trauma and toxic relationships, and how, you know, and how hard it is to overcome these things. So it's kind of like, how do you say, like the movie is a metaphor for that. And I feel like it does a really good job, you know, at displaying these things that are very relatable, not only to women, but I'm sure, you know, to men as well. But, you know, it's just firing on all cylinders, pretty much.
Yeah, you're right. It absolutely works as kind of a, not just a sci-fi or horror movie. It works as kind of a, you know, this is someone who has been through trauma, who has been in an abusive relationship, kind of learning how to move on from that. And then this happens, and, you know, it's kind of the same thing where she's being abused again, only she can't see her abuser and no one else can, and everyone else thinks that she's crazy.
Yeah, he set up this whole mind game where he, you know, because he's rich, he's wealthy, and, you know, he's made everybody think that he took his life because she left him, and then he leaves her basically everything, but she's made to sign a contract that says she can only keep, you know, this money if she's found to be sane, you know. So then he slowly kind of how do you say, like, tries to break her down, you know, taking everybody away that's close with her and making her just seem like she's not fit, you know. Yeah,
he tries to isolate her through the movie by trying to ruin her relationship with her sister, with her friend who was helping her kind of restart everything, with that guy's daughter that she was really close with.
Yeah.
He does a very good job at isolating her from all these people, just like he did when, you know, they were together.
What did you think of the score for this?
You know what? I was going to mention that a couple minutes ago. The score for it was really good. I wasn't sure who it was because there's no opening credits.
Yeah.
Or there's no credit sequence in the beginning. You know, it just is like the production house, and then, you know, the title of the film. So the credits don't come until the end. So I was kind of waiting around to see who did the score, because I was pretty impressed with it. And it was Benjamin Wallfish, who I believe collaborated on maybe even Blade Runner 2049, but I know that he collaborated with Hans Zimmer on Dunkirk as well.
Oh.
And I'm going to have to look up to see what other stuff he's done. But I know those two scores he's done work with Hans Zimmer on. But I was really impressed with it.
And I think this one is sitting at a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
Also available on Hulu. I don't know if we said that yet.
Oh, that's good. It should be on HBO Max as well, because it's been making the rounds. Good movie, even though I made fun of it.
Yeah.
Susie and I made fun of it.
That's what I was hoping. I was really hoping once I saw it, I was like, man, I hope he's gonna just think I'm being biased and not really take me seriously that this is a good movie.
No, there was just, the trailer had a couple of cheesy scenes in it that didn't make the cut of the movie, thankfully. But we used to make fun of that because we would see the trailer multiple times whenever we were at the movies, and then when we asked you if you were going to watch it.
Have you heard about Lee Winnell's teaming up for? I'm pretty sure this is official now. Ryan Gosling for like a take on Wolfman next.
I did read that. I don't know if I read the Lee Winnell stuff, but I know that Gosling was going to do like a Wolfman type movie.
Yeah, I believe it's Lee Winnell, which is, I wonder if they would do like a period piece, even though it wouldn't make sense because we got the Emily Blunt and Benicio del Toro one not that long ago.
Yeah.
which was a period.